up? What up? I'm the math teacher Goat, and today in 5th grade math we are talking about converting decimals into fractions and then also converting fractions into decimals. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment if you can. Also, go to the description of this video, look for the link to the notes, click it, download it, print it if you can, because I'm going to do a bunch. I'm going to ask you to do a bunch, and it sure is a whole lot easier when you have it directly in front of you. So, let's start with the friendly guy first. How do I convert a decimal into a fraction? Well, some of you might say, that's 4.85, but that's not how you're supposed to read it. Read the decimal the way it should be read. That is 485 hundredths. So if I'm going to say 485 hundredths, then I'm going to write out 485 hundredths. Now take a look at the fraction, and if you can simplify that fraction, do it. I can. I can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 5. So I'm going to divide them both by 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. And I get 4 and 17 twentieths. Once I realize I can't go any further, I'm done. And that is my answer. So that's the friendly one. Okay. What's not friendly is converting the fraction into the decimal. Okay. So when you do this, you're going to set up the division problem. Divide the top number by the bottom number. So what you'll do is the numerator is going to go inside of your division problem, of your long division bar, okay? And your denominator goes on the outside, okay? Now, more often than not with these, you're going to deal with decimals. So if that is the case, you make your decimal there, put your decimal right there, and you do your regular old division, adding zeros if necessary until you're done. When we do these problems today, if you saw my last video, you saw me rounding to 2 decimal places. We'll do that today if we have to, if we have to, if we have to. But what we do is we add a 0. We ask ourselves, does 4 go into 3? No, it doesn't. So does 4 go into 30? Yes, it does. Put your decimal right there. 4 goes into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Then you subtract. 30 minus 28 is 2. Okay? Add a 0 if you need to, and do it again. How many times does 4 go into 20? 5 times exactly. So 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract, you get a remainder of 0. So what we get is 0.75 or 0.75. That's 75 hundredths. Okay. The tricky part about this is remembering that the denominator goes on the outside, the denominator goes on the outside, the denominator goes on the outside, the denominator goes on the outside. The denominator. Convert the decimal to a fraction. Here's the friendly one. So 4 and 75 hundredths. It's going to be written like 4 and 75 hundredths. Not only can I divide both of these by 5, I could divide them both by 25. So 75 divided by 25 is 3, and 100 divided by 25 is 4, and I get 4 and 3/4. 4 and 3/4. Done. How do I read that? 4/10. So I'm just going to write out 4/10. No number in front of it. You could divide both of those by 2. Divide them both by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. You're done. Last but not least, that's 9 and 879 thousandths. So 879 thousandths. Looking at that, I can't simplify anything there, so I'm going to circle it. And I'm done. Okay? Decimals to a fraction is friendly. Fraction to decimals, not so much. Okay? So convert the fraction into a decimal. So what I have here is 6 1/2. 6 and 1/2. What I'm going to do first with this one is I'm going to make this an improper fraction. All right? I'm going to make this an improper fraction, so I'm going to do 6 times 2, which is 12. 12 plus 1, which is 13, and that gives me 13/2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my division problem. Okay? 2 goes on the outside because it's the denominator. 13 goes on the inside. I'm going to put a decimal there, and if I need it, then I'll use it. And in fact, since I'm turning all these into decimals, I will need it, so I will definitely need it. 2 does not go into 1, but it goes into 13 6 times. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract, you get 1. Draw the decimal, put a 0 there, drop down the 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Perfect. No remainder. So my answer is going to be 6.5. 6.5. Now, if you notice, did we really have to do the improper fraction stuff? I'm going to do it every single time. I mean, if you only wanted to do the 1 over 2, go ahead. I'm going to do the improper fraction every single time. Every single time. All right. 17 divided by 8. Well, can't do much about that. Put 8 on the outside because it's the denominator. 17 on the inside. Put a decimal there. I'm going to need it. Okay? 8 does not go into 1, but it goes into 17 twice. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract, you get 1. Put your decimal there, put a 0 there, drop your 0. 8 goes into 10 one time. Okay, 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract, you get 2. Add a 0, drop it down. 8 goes into 20 2 times. 2 times 8 is 16. Subtract. 20 minus 16 is 40. Add a 0. Drop it down. 8 goes into 40 5 times. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract. You get a 0. We're done. So the decimal I get for this one is 2 125 thousandths. I didn't feel like rounding it because the number was pretty enough. Okay? So, you try them. Do the friendly ones first and the ugly ones next. At this point, pause the video, and when you're ready to check your work, come back. Welcome back. All right, convert the decimal into a fraction. So I read this as 2 25 hundredths. And then you'll realize 25 hundredths, just like a previous problem, I can divide those both by 25. You can. And so when you divide them both by 25, 25 divided by 25 is 1, 100 divided by 25 is 4, and that 2 goes in front of it because that 2 was there. Done, done, and done. 9 154 thousandths. So I'm going to divide by 2. I'm going to divide by 2. That gets me 9 and 154 divided by 2 is going to be 78. No, 77. Over 500. There's not much I can do about that. So you're done. 9 tenths. 9 tenths. All right. On to the ugly stuff. 15 over 6. You're going to put 6 on the outside, 15 on the inside. Put a decimal there. You're going to need it. 6 does not go into 1, but it goes into 15 twice. 2 times 6 is 12. Subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. Put your decimal there. Add a 0. Drop it down. 6 goes into 30 5 times perfectly. 5 times 6 is 30. Subtract, remainder 0. So you get a perfect 2 1/2, 2.5, 2 5 tenths. What I said here is let's make this improper. So let's do 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 plus 1, which is 9. So this is the same as 9 over 4. So we're going to put 4 on the outside, 9 right there. Put a decimal there. We'll need it. 4 goes into 9 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract, you get 1. Put your decimal there. add a 0, and drop it down. 4 goes into 10 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract it. You get 2. Add a 0, drop it down. 4 goes into 20 5 times exactly. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract it, remainder 0. So this one we end up with 2 and 25 hundredths. Word problem time. Which is greater, 0.21 hundredths or 1/5? I'm going to leave these as decimals. So I'm going to leave this as 0 and 21 hundredths and find out what 1/5 is. So 5, I'm going to divide and make you a decimal. 5 on the outside, 1 on the inside. 5 doesn't go into 1, so I'm going to put my decimal here and add a 0. Put your decimal up there. 0 goes there because 5 doesn't go into 1. 5 goes into 10 rather, twice exactly. So 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract them, you get 0. And 1/5 happens to be 0.2, 2/10. Now, if you remember, when you compare decimals, you look at the first numbers, and since that's a 0 and that's a 0, not much you could do there. Then you look at the next one. Okay, that's a 2, that's a 2. Those are also the same. At this stage, add zeros to decimals if you have to. You can. 1 is bigger than 0. So this guy is greater than that guy. So which is greater? 0 and 21 hundredths is the greater value. All right. That is converting decimals and fractions. Another not pretty lesson, but we did it. We got through it. Thank you for watching. Watch all of my videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and patronize me as much as you can. Tell all your friends. Until then, bye.